Yeah. Oh my God. Mom, go. I'm so proud of you. Oh my God.
Hey everybody, it's been a long time since I have made an update. Going through everything that's happened to my mom personally, I've definitely been battling some pretty severe depression, and it does take a lot of energy to record and edit these video updates. That being said, I'm going to be back on the grind and making these a bit more regular. It's very obvious that there are a lot of important issues happening in this country and the world right now that your attention definitely deserves. I felt a bit conflicted drawing more attention back to my mom's campaign in light of what's been happening. But the reality is that this situation for my family and I is always ongoing. It's not stopping, no matter what's happening in the world. So that is why I have to get on the camera here. I have to share with everybody what is happening. I have to let you guys in because this is only growing. This is certainly not going away or being resolved anytime soon. With that being said, first and foremost, my mom is doing okay in terms of her health. She is doing much better than she was, is communicative, she is aware, she does have her long-term memory intact. She is eating now on her own a bit and generally more present. But with that, she is also still fully disabled. She does need 24/7 care. She still has a feeding tube in. She still, is pretty much wheelchair bound. She has been making strides to walk in physical therapy, but she cannot walk on her own volition. And very recently, the therapists have told us that they feel that the level that she's at right now is essentially where she's maybe going to be long term. That is a really hard pill to swallow for us because while my mom is better and she has made incredible strides from being essentially comatose to where she's at now, she still is in no condition or shape to come home in any kind of realistic fashion. It's not that the therapist's word, is everything and then it's God, you know what I mean? And they say it's final. The brain can still do incredible things and obviously act on its own. But while it's good in perspective of where she was, it's incredibly heartbreaking. Having someone tell you that your mom, really may never be in a position to actually come and live home again, potentially ever, and have any semblance of a normal life. I mean, the quality of life she has now is kind of what she may have to live with. And it's just it's very difficult to process that and to hear that. And I'm incredibly grateful that my mom is even still around and I can even have her in my life. But it is on the flip side, it is very very hard to process that this may be how my relationship with my mom is going to be, at least in a physical sense. Throughout the pandemic, we've only actually been able to just recently visit her, and I think I've only now seen my mom 4 times since March due to the restrictive visiting rules they have to put in place at her rehab facility. And those visits are half an hour, 6 feet apart, masks on, and if there's more than 2 people, you have to rotate. So, I mean, to be honest, in total, I think I've only seen my mom maybe under 2 hours of actual time since the first week of March. So as you can imagine, that's also been very crushing. It's been very hard to just kind of, exist out here knowing that she's, in the facility and, not like literally alone, but, without family. It just feels like it hurts to not be there, by our side throughout all this. And it's very painful. So, please do take what's happening seriously because it affects families with family members that are in facilities like that. I mean, the longer that this, kind of continues, the longer this virus is spreading, the longer that we're going to go without seeing our loved ones on the regular. And that means me not seeing my mom, not even close to as much as I'd like to. It's really, it just adds to the heartbreak of the whole thing. But just know that family and I, we are incredibly, incredibly thankful for everybody that's followed her journey, that's reached out to me, that has donated, that has shared, that has in any way interacted with any of the content that I've made around my mom's campaign. I get up every day, and it gives me strength knowing that there are people out there that are, essentially angels to us and that have helped us. That kind of stuff really, that kind of graciousness really keeps us going and keeps me going. I will be coming out with part 2 here of this video to break down the financial situation so we get a better picture for you guys and be transparent about what we're facing and why I feel like I have to push this campaign. But, ultimately it really comes down to that my mom is fighting every single day, every minute of every single day to get better, to persist through another day, just be back with her family and her life. People have told me and praised me about what good of a job I'm doing or how good of a son I am or how strong I am, and I'm kind of here to say that's I take that to heart and it moves me, but that's literally truly nothing whatsoever at all compared to the job that my mom is doing. As long as she is getting up every day and fighting for her and fighting for my family, I'm going to have to commit to doing the same for her. And if that means that I got to make this video and I have to push this and I have to do everything in my power to try to ensure a future that is okay for her, then I will do whatever that takes. That is the least that I can do for the lifetime of love and support and just life that my mom has given me and my brother and my family. During the quarantine with the pandemic happening, something that I did not share